Hello everyone and good afternoon. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to technical session 12C. Myself Adesh Bazare and this session would be moderated by me. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GIA Scholastic LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 10th International Conference on ICT for Sustainable Development, the ICT4SD 2025, Goa, India. The 10th edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held on 17 July 2025 in Goa, India, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom from 17 to 19 July. I hope you will enjoy the knowledgeable and interactive sessions through the day. In this session, we have 10 presentations. Each presenter will be given 10 minutes for the presentations and 2 minutes for question and answers. On 9 minutes, I'll raise a gentle reminder. There is another request to all the participants that you all stay connected with us till the closing remarks. If you have any query or update, then you can write it to me in the chat box. Now, just before we start the session, I would like to introduce you all to the chair for this session, Dr. Vinaya Gad. Ma'am is an associate professor at GVM's Gopal Govind Poi Raiturkar College of Commerce and Economics, Farmagudi, Ponda, Goa. With over 25 years of experience in education, her research interests include digital communication, embedded systems, and error controlling coding. Dr. Gad has 24 publications in peer reviewed journals and conference proceedings. I request Dr. Gad to share her opening remarks with our presenters.
Good morning, everyone. I think this session has 10 papers and they're quite interesting, mostly related to AI, and some sessions are on blockchain, brain tumor detection, then some new topics also I can see leveraging AI and 3D splatting for immersive historical simulations is quite interesting, a new topic. So I wish all the participants uh, all the best for their presentation. Um, Thank you, Adesh, for your inviting me for the session as a chairperson.
So, thank you, ma'am. We'll begin with our presentations. And the first paper to be presented is AI-driven women safety analytics for threat detection. And the paper will be presented by Tekde.
So, hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Should I share my screen for a PPT?
Sure. Yeah.
So, just tell me when the screen is visible.
Yeah, the screen is visible. You may proceed with your presentation.
Okay. So, hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yash Tekade, and I will be presenting on behalf of my team. Just a minute, I will start it. Yeah. So, I will be presenting on behalf of my team, and my teammates' name are Mayur Shinde, Bhumika Lipne, Nikita Patil, and Suhasini Bhatt. We are excited. I am excited to present our project titled AI Driven Women Safety Analytics for Threat Detection. And, uh, to begin with, oh, just a minute. We all know that safety of women in various spaces is growing a concern. So, incidents of violence, harassment, and assault have been increasing, especially in urban areas. So traditional CCTVs systems are limited. They monitor, but they don't act. So our goal is to transform the surveillance system into an proactive system, which can be able to generate alerts when an violence is detected. So why this project? Our motivation came from the lack of real-time response mechanism in existing systems. Like for current systems, we need manual monitoring of countless cameras and this is impractical, as there are thousands of cameras, and we wanted to reduce this dependency of human to monitor the cameras 24 by 7. And an AI, when AI model is developed, it can monitor 24 by 7 and respond instantly on suspicious activities. And talking about my problem statement, so despite having CCTV infrastructure, current systems are passive and are monitored by human. Due to this, many events which are happened goes unnoticed or are addressed too late, which reduces the effectiveness of women safety. So there is a need of a proactive system to which can monitor violence and all that stuff in real time. Talking about what are the negative sides of current system are, as there is no real time threat detection, no gender awareness, the CCTV system cannot classify gender, no any SOS gesture recognition, and the response is delayed. After the event has happened, the response is taken. And these are the papers we uh, referred for our project. The first paper identifies the gender from full body characteristics instead of just facial features. The algorithms used are AdaBoost and Random Forest, and it has achieved around 76% accuracy on front images, and 74.6% accuracy from backside images. The second paper we referred is model like for violence detection, real-time violence detection using CCTV footages. Uh, the algorithm they used are Inception V3 and YOLO V5. The data set they used is real-time videos of CCTV footages and movie clips. So mhm, they acquired around 74% of accuracy using that data set and using the model. Then talking about a third paper, it was related to an alerts that can be sent using the Amazon services, alert APIs. Then it focuses on fault. Whenever an fault is detected in any IoT stream, then it sends an alert. Then for gesture recognition, we referred the fourth paper, which uses MediaPipe and AdaBoost, which has achieved around 99.8% of accuracy. They used the real-time video footages from CCTV. Then our proposed system uses AI in the surveillance system, which is designed to enhance the women's safety in real time. So it integrates multiple deep learning models to analyze the gender, any violence, and detect person, and if any uh, violence or gender violence or any SOS gesture is detected, then it throws an alert to the security personnel. And our system consists of 5 core modules. Person detection, for person detection we have used YOLO version 8, and for gender detection we have used CNN, ResNet, and MobileNet. We have trained the models on the CCTV dataset. For violence detection, we have used CNN plus LSTM, and also the YOLO pose model. And for SOS gesture detection recognition, for we have used MediaPipe plus CNN and OpenPose also. And for alert generation, we have used alert APIs developed using Python, which uses cloud for sending the alerts, that they are built using Django or Flask. Then to conclude, I would say the women safety analytics, like our project, addresses the critical societal need. and which uses AI to transform the current existing surveillance system into a proactive safety solution. And this approach will not only improve the women's safety but also reduces the requirement of human operators to monitor the system, and which definitely enhances the efficiency of existing infrastructure. And with scalable deployment and backend integration, this solution can be taken to a great level. Thank you. So any question?
Uh, yeah, sure. I have one question here.
Yeah.
You have not demonstrated the system, I mean, any photos, etc., the system that you've developed.
Actually, the system photos, actually we have developed it, but it is on our college server, so it is running on a college server, and I am currently at home, so that's why the images are there.
Or you couldn't get the images.
Yeah, actually, they haven't provided the access
Okay.
for us.
So what is this fourth module, SOS? I would just like to know the details of that.
Okay, SOS means any kind of gesture towards the camera. Like we can predefine the gesture, like waving a hand or any specific kind of
Okay.
gesture, so that camera can like detect if any woman is generating an SOS, like if the woman feels insecure related. So that's why.
So is your system a portable system or
Like this
is
system
there
will
any?
be integrated with the existing infrastructure of CCTV. Just it can be deployed on the cloud, and best the CCTV footages can be processed using the
Okay.
cloud
And
platform.
have you tested the system?
Yes, ma'am. For now, we haven't get the accuracy as we want. It is
Yeah,
gaining around 68%.
because
So
you have not presented any results also, like
yeah,
just in brief you have presented. Yeah.
that's
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you.
okay.
Thank you, sir. Moving further with our presentations, we have our next presentation on AI-powered sustainable energy tracking, optimizing efficiency for a greener future. The paper will be presented by Ritvik Rana.
Yes, good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, thank you for present giving me this opportunity. I'll just share the screen.
Sure.
All right. Where is that? Yes. Okay. So, good afternoon, panel members. Good afternoon, my respected peers. I'm here today on behalf of my team consisting of three people, myself included, Manisha Manoj, she's in the conference as well, and our esteemed professor, Dr. Anita Dhanasekaran. Currently, she was busy and she's busy and she could not attend, so she has asked us to attend on her behalf. The topic for our research is AI-powered sustainable energy tracking, optimizing efficiency for a greener future. So what would that mean in effect? It could mean a lot of things depending on the context, or it could even be a bluff depending on certain things. For us, it was plain cut and simple. We straight up intend to deploy smart systems. We intend to deploy low cost smart algorithms that can even be utilized on edge devices in order to understand energy utilization via real time data. And then we intend to utilize that data and see what projections we have for energy demand across a whole lot of boards and industries. And then we can proceed forward to the sustainable energy question of it, of how do we plug in the excess energy demand with sustainable energy sources. So let's move forward. Introduction. The global energy sector faces unprecedented challenges, and mainly as in we s- we have a surplus lot of energy, but a lot of that is also lost in transportation because simply put together a thermal power source or even nuclear power source may be 1,000 or 2,000 or multiple kilometers away from the intended destination. A lot of power via heat loss, power theft, etc. is lost. We can we can augment that using solar power, wind energy, anything in between. Right now, since our project is primarily focused on the software aspect of it, we focus on estimating what our energy demands, where is it exactly needed. And for the data, we have gone with an open source data set that was compiled from the official data sets of United Nations and their associated agencies. We'll go ahead. And yes, limitations of our data set is that while that data set was incredibly comprehensive, we have not come across with any real-time data or any consolidated data from 2020 onwards for our case study of India, which has been a limiting factor in how far can we go ahead and reliably say that our predictions will is more or less accurate to the tune of what can be seen. Obviously, then factors like changes in policy changes, whether and advancements in energy storages, because there are changes in the trends that may or may not be seen in advance. We can somehow account a little for the a little deviancy, but not so much as a big uptick or a downtick. And lack of infrastructure support for real-time data, which is how do I as which is to put it, it's it is simply that there's no such or there's a lack of reliable means of gathering real-time data from the ground in multiple case studies. We'll go ahead with the methodology. So what we had done is first we went ahead and inspected the data set, and upon inspection we realized that it is more or less complete. One or two values were missing from our columns for the whole of India, so we could just plug that value in with a mean differencing or even a time series differencing. We went ahead with the mean approach, and then we decided to use polynomial regression. Now, you may ask, why polynomial regression? Why not a neural network something? It is because for this project, since we decided that we would like to we would intend to develop a software system that can also be deployed on the edge devices, we should go for a method that is computationally very less taxing, but at the same time can also give us baseline accurate predictions to so that we know where we may reliably stand, or we have a baseline to measure our expectations. And for the polynomial regression, we went ahead and tested with degrees from 2 to 5, and in the end we settled down on 3. I'll show you the graphs ahead. And for optimization realization, we went with ridge regression in order to ensure that uh, we didn't allow overfitting across the whole trend. We'll go ahead and show you. This is the output for our final optimized model using ridge regression. So as you can see that we have three different alpha values. The alpha values in simple terms can just be described as a gradient value that can be used to shape our regression function, sorry, our ridge optimization for the polynomial regression. And across the alpha value of 1 for the degree of 3, we realized that we are more or less getting a satisfactory result without much of the overfitting, while at the same time we could also account for previous trends and not have so many deviations. And this is the final prediction that we have come across. We plugged two different sets of predictions and their historical values in the same graph in order to give a sense of scale, or that's what we felt at the time. So the green, as you can see, that's the share of the sustainable energy across the whole energy demand in India. The reason why it fell across is because after our liberalization of economy in the 90s and then rapid privatization, we couldn't just focus on say one means of energy, so we had to ramp up the rest of the non-renewable sources of energy as well in order to account for the rapid expansion. And as you can see here, the blue trend shows that at the same time, the the actual value of the energy generated from renewable sources has been increasing as well, and we expect it to keep increasing. Though we would also like to issue a fair warning that the line may not be as straight as shown here. It may even go up similar to a parabolic curve, or it may even stagnate a bit depending on the micro changes, which we cannot account for at every possible turn. And results and conclusions. This research demonstrates the significant potential of AI-driven forecasting in supporting India's renewable energy transition. And we'd also like to point out that this is just a baseline prediction. This can be further augmented in order to even allow for changes in as little possible deviancy as you can. Though we would also recommend not to think about deviancy of the future that much, because in a broader sense, we cannot really account for how much of our human activity and economic consumption across the board may or may not go down or increase. So we would like to remind everyone here of that. For further optimization, though it will require some heavy systems, you can also go for long short-term memory in order to capture the trends in a much more broader manner, in a much broader manner. And yes, also at the last, we would like to add that real-time model retraining, adaptive learning methods could, not good, would definitely help the predictions that we had shown earlier in the graph to be much more nuanced as compared to the one that we had shown. Thank you. Wait, how do I exit from here? Um, oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
Ritvik,
yes,
it's a
ma'am.
good study, I feel. I just wanted to know, you're using this data set from UN. You said it's a UN data
No,
set?
it's not just a UN data set, ma'am. The data set, it was compiled as an open source. It is an open source compilation of data from United Nations and its various affiliates.
Okay.
So what had happened was, when we were searching for the data set, we could not find the original data set of the UN. For some reason, they had pulled it out of their own archives as well. We went ahead with the other subsidiary organizations as much as we could find, but even then we couldn't find a satisfactory one for India. At the end, we came across a site with using this internet in Wayback Machine, but even then we couldn't pull the data set. But we found a similar data set in a Kaggle archive, so we utilized that.
Okay. But you know what is the source of this data?
Sorry, ma'am.
You know the source of this data. Is it from India or some other place?
It is mostly, ma'am, how do I put it? Eh, what we have understood is that data has been reported by the ministry to the UN officials and the concerned officials who compile all of that, and then it was disseminated at that time. After that, we couldn't find any much of the trace, but the most established notion is of this one.
Then what can you throw some light on this REACH regularization?
Rich regularization. How do you like me to demonstrate on that, ma'am?
Yeah, how exactly you all have used this technique?
Okay, so what basically happens is, ma'am, say for example, when you train a basic model, and in some instances it will hit the 100% mark, but
Okay.
that is a classical case of overfitting. We do not want that. So what we do is, there's another term that is a penalty term in basic functions. So so it basically means that if the prediction that we are making is very close to the historical and it's matching one for one, then we'll add a penalty term. But that is a very basic term of basic type of regularization. In ridge regularization, we square it. So we do not have to deal with negative values. We can just see the higher the square value, that means the more we need to scale down the model's complexity.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Now we'll be moving towards our next presentation. The next paper to be presented is Blockchain Enhanced KYC, a secure and decentralized framework for identity verification. And the paper will be presented by Sahil Vaudane.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Is my screen visible?
No, sir. Can you just try it again?
Okay. Now it's visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sahil Vaudane, and I am presenting on behalf of my team. One of my team member is also present here, Abhinav Thube. Our topic is blockchain enhanced KYC, a secure and decentralized framework for identification verification. Uh, Coming to the introduction of project, why we have choose this project? Because KYC is essential for identify and verification in banking and finance. Traditional KYC systems are slow, costly, and repetitive process, because whenever we require any KYC verification, we have to repeat the same process again and again. Our system uses blockchain technology to create a decentralized, secure, and efficient KYC process. We also ensures the GDPR, General Data Protection Regulation, and AML compliance with this project. Coming to the motivation of this project, because attacks and data breaches are increasing day by day, and repetitive KYC submission across institution and traditional methods require high operational cost and efficiency. Here are few of the literature surveys we have used to publish our paper. The first one is the blockchain based solution to know your customer. It is published in 2019 IEEE conference. The methodology of this system is it uses hybrid approach with a central administrator onboarding onto a private Ethereum blockchain. The strength of this paper is it enhances the security by making the KYC process tamper proof using blockchain technology. And the main weakness of this paper is it relies on central authority. The second paper is blockchain powered KYC in a CBDC world. It is published in IEEE 2024. The methodology used in this paper is they proposed a method of blockchain based KYC system integrated with CBDC, specifically Indian e-rupee. And the strength of this paper is the integration of CBDC with KYC offers. And the main disadvantage of this paper is it uses Ethereum platform. It may incur high transaction fees during network conjunction. The third paper is optimized KYC blockchain system. It is published in 2020. The methodology they have used the optimized KYC solution that utilizes Ethereum blockchain incorporating with AES encryption. The strength of this paper is it improves security by encrypting the KYC data. The fourth one is the use of blockchain technology to verify KYC documents. It is published in 2023 IEEE conference. The methodology they use is users to securely upload their KYC document on the blockchain, and data is not stored in vulnerable central servers. Each user provide with unique key ID, and the main uh, strength of this paper is decentralization removes the need for central authority. Coming to our proposed system overview, the first one is option storage. Means user personal data are not stored in blockchain. We have stored the documents in offline storage such as IPFS, interplanetary file system. The second one is on-chain hash value, because blockchain only stores the hash values. When verification is needed, the user submit encrypted data which stored in hash value. And the third is role based access control. different participants such as bank and institutions. Smart contract for permission handling, because AES and ECC. AES means advanced encryptions, and elliptic cryptographic curve is used for encryption purpose. Key innovations of this project are: first one is hybrid encryption, because AES is ideal for large data and elliptic cryptographic curve is ideal for secure key sharing. Together they form high secure encryption model. So we use AES and ECC. The second one is smart contract based access control and consist revocation, because whenever user does not want to provide their documents, they can revoke the access. Access is managed by the smart contract way. Third one is the GDPR compliance by option deletion method. GDPR requires users to have the right to delete their data. Since personal data we are storing it in option way like IPFS, we can delete from there. And the fourth one is role based access and multi-factor authentication, because each user type has limited role specific permission. We can manage multi-factor authentication by using OTP. Coming to the conclusion, why we are using the blockchain, because blockchain has the potential to transform KYC process in a secure way. Any further changes in KYC process or blockchain, we can increase our system. Further research in blockchain could lead to innovative solution and identity verifications. Here are the references. Thank you.
So it was a good presentation, Sahil.
Okay.
Can you tell me your system? Is it a working system or, or is just a
Yes, ma'am.
proposal?
Yes, ma'am. We have tried with some documents like Aadhaar card or PAN card. It is generating the hash value, and when
Okay,
suppose user upload the same document, it is getting the same hash value, because hash values are same. The documents get verified.
okay. So is it in the completed form or any improvements need to be done in that?
As this is a research project or sponsored project by a company, Spandan Technology,
Mm,
according to their, the project is now completed.
okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Moving further with our next presentation, the next paper will be presented by Sakshi Wagh on brain tumor detection using CNN.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll start the presentation.
Sure.
Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. The screen is visible. You may continue.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sakshi Gaurav Wagh, and I'm from Amrutwaini College of Engineering. And today the topic is brain tumor detection using convolutional neural networks. The brain tumors are life-threatening neurological disorders where the tumorous cells rapidly increase in our brain, causing it to malfunction. The usual diagnosis of these brain tumors include that. We have to go through a traditional method of 10 days or 30 days where you go to a doctor, go MRI scan, um, and the radiologist manually marks where the tumor is in your MRI scan, and then those diagnosis or those images are transferred to an oncologist, and the oncologist will examine those outputs, and based on the outputs, it will Based on the output, say he will detect the tumor. But our system is the system which helps to assist the radiologist, where it can reduce time of this diagnosis. We have developed an automated diagnostic tool using CT scan, where it reduces the time for recognition, where it reduces the time for tumors or non-tumorous cells in the MRI images. So also in turn reducing the human error and improving the accuracy and efficiency of this diagnosis. So in turn, if we use our software to assist radiologists, then we can help the diagnosis time to reduce from 10 days or 30 days to just 1 or 2 day. The methodology for our is where we put MRI input into the radiologist will put the MRI input into our software. It uses the image processing. It will normalize and resize the images uh, to extract the features from the MRI images. It will go through a convolutional neural network layers, where it will the basic features like shapes, edges, textures will be extracted from it. It will go through classification, the softmax layer, where the softmax layer will classify and give us the output based on it. The output is shown through Flask API to the user being the radiologist. So the image is collected, image collection, that is where the patient goes for MRI scan. That MRI scan is put into the software. The during the data pre-processing, the features are extracted, and after feature extraction, based on its training, it will predict what kind of tumor it is. Tried we have used or experimented with various convolutional neural network. So in the end, we have settled on VGG and ResNet 50. So it in turn reduces the time for diagnosis and improves the efficiency. So the convolutional layer and the convolutional layer and ReLU will extract the features. It will go through a fully connected layer, where the normalization, resizing of the image will happen. And after it will go through a softmax activation layer, where the probability that there's chances of being a tumorous cell or non-tumorous cell is detected. And after it goes through a categorical cross entropy loss, where our paper uses the categorical cross entropy loss, where it will show whether what kind of tumor it is, what kind of location it resides in, and what is the size of the tumorous cell. The For our project, the image, we have faced challenges like the MRI contrast was not proper, or either the images were too blurry, or the tumor is the size of tumor is very small, which can be mistaken as, experimented with a lot with it a lot. We have used image normalization, transfer learning, hyperparameter tuning. um, we have used evaluation matrix to evaluate our model using accuracy, confusion matrix, precision recall, heat maps. So in the deployment, in the end, we have reached around 83% accuracy for our model. Uh, for actually testing our model, we have collaborated with a local hospital that we had, Sri Sai Janardhan Swami Hospital, where the doctors where the doctor has assisted us, where the doctors have helped us to doctors
Excuse me,
have
ma'am. Sorry to interrupt. Just wanted to mention you have 2 minutes of time left to conclude your presentation.
Okay, okay, sure. Doctors have helped us to verify our results and verify the model accuracy. Currently, the model uses Kaggle data set, and it is trained on label MRI data, and it will be as a future scope for our project. We are hoping to work on a real-time data set. So this is the actual software of where we upload an MRI scan, not we, the radiologist will upload an MRI scan, and based on based on what the kind of tumor it will predict what kind of tumor it is, and it will in turn reduce the time for diagnosis. So thank you. Any questions?
Yeah, I had a question, Sakshi. Um,
Yes, ma'am.
why have you chosen this CNN? Have you tried with any other technique?
We have used CNN because it is better to use CNN as we are working with image data set and convolution neural network. Specifically,
You're not
is
audible, Sakshi.
sorry, specifically even. Oh, sorry. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay. We have specifically used CNN because it uses image related data set, and specifically in CNN we have used VGG and ResNet 50 to improve the image recognition in our software.
Okay. The images that you have used, is it a real data or it is?
Currently, is trained based on pre-labeled data. Future scope, since we are collaborating with a hospital, we are hoping to use this as a real-time data set used on a real-time data.
Okay. How long have you been working on this project?
Sorry, I didn't hear the question. What?
How long have been you working? You've been working on this project?
Currently, this project was we have worked on a brain tumor for a year. This was actually a different project named as prostate cancer, but due to lack of data set, we had to switch to brain tumor because since we didn't had any real time data or any real time assistance to accurately verify what kind of results we were getting, so we had to switch to data sets from prostate cancer to brain cancer. So it has been about 1.5 years since we are working on this project.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we'll be moving towards our next presentation. And the next paper to be presented is Code Understanding using Sherlock. And the paper will be presented by Dhanashree Ghadge.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
So actually, Dhanashri have some medical issue and she didn't join the meeting. So on behalf of her, our team, including I, Deep and Brunali, we are here to presenting our work and we are apologize for it. So let's
Sure, ma'am.
start. Uh, just a minute. I will share screen.
Is it visible to all?
Yes, ma'am. The screen is visible.
Okay, let's begin then.
Okay, thank you, Mrinali. So the title of our project is Code Understanding Using Sherlock, which is AI-powered IDE for code explanation with integrated chatbot. Currently, it's supporting to a Java language. Sherlock is a name given to the system by us only. Now, I would like to give a brief introduction about our project. We are begin developing our idea. We first analyze several research paper related to intelligent code assistant. Then we try to integrate traditional IDEs with AI chatbot support to help developers. Later, we notice that some platform like VS Code and other already begin integrating intelligent assistant through extension. So we decided, don't waste time on already work done, or going on this direction, and we decided not to repeat it but to enhance it. So our goal was to take this concept further and introduce our system Sherlock. We are trying to make it more smarter and interactive solution. So our system provides a seamless chatbot support along with the file management system. The file management system we introduce in this, which help to organize code, and which helps to organize and access code efficiently. So additionally, the chatbot is built with a toggle button which allow developers to switch it or on or off as per the user need. For example, if a toggle button is on and user selected some code, part of code, so our chatbot will give a description of that part. But if user didn't intend to have description, he can off the toggle and just have a casual communication or normal communication with the chatbot. So I'll describe now need of work and objective of our project. So, ma'am, while we working on lab practical in our college, we notice one common challenge. While sometime building a code or a solution for a lab practical, we across with some error, and many of us turn to AI tools like ChatGPT to help. So this made us realize there is a need of real-time dedicated platform that not only provides code execution but also the explanation for that code clearly as per users need, also the explanation for error, and also the optimized code. So we develop this system, or the system is in progress, which makes coding faster and smarter, and we specially targeted a student or beginners. Next slide please. Next, Mrunali, next. So, ma'am, as I said, file management system we introduce, it has facility like when we use any IDE, you have to save that coding file into a local path into your desktop. So we have file management system where you can save your code on the similar IDE. You can upload your code. You can make changes in that file, also run there and find description for that code. Next slide, please. This is the literature survey. So the survey we have done, we are able to find very latest paper on our project. So the latest paper first is guilt, second is gypsum, and third is code T5. About guilt, it was developed by using transformers, which has inbuilt data set or inbuilt AI. But the issue with guilt was their prompt. When users was struggling for the effective solution and they are getting incorrect solution. The next one was gypsum. In gypsum they tried code encoder and graph encoder in dual copy mechanism. That's why the system was too heavy. And the next one is code T5, where they are trying to make comment into the code, but there was problem while passing programming language to programming language. So all these three idea are limited to paper and not any idea is in really present. So we trying to hybrid all these idea and make our model. Next. So this is our model which which we developed front end back end with programming languages like React, Node.js, and a database of MongoDB. And for AI powered chatbot, we use a hybrid model. Next slide. So from Gypsum, we refer G encoder. So C encoder and G encoder both making heavy system. That's why we only take a graph encoder inspired by Gypsum approach to capture the structural presentation of code. So it processes the abstract syntax tree, or we can say a flow of graph of the code, which allows us and the model to understand how code elements are connected to each other. Let's say which variables depend on which function, or how the flow moves from one block to another block. So next is guild. For guild, they are using transformers, which was inbuilt GPT 3.5 version. So it was little bit inaccurate. That's why we are moved to the recurrent neural network. So recurrent neural
Sorry to
network,
interrupt,
this.
ma'am. Just wanted to inform that you have 2 minutes of time left to conclude your presentation.
Okay, so RNN useful for understanding what each line is doing, especially in the code of blocks like loops, condition, and functions. And also it include dependency between variables and statement over the time. So next, these are some output of our system. We are showing three interface. One is chatbot output window, and other in right hand side we say we have run button, and some buttons for uploading, re-uploading, delete and file. Next, so here selected codes output by chatbot. Next, and this is the file where we save that file, the history and the current file. Next, so this is result analysis, and we come to the conclusion. So the conclusion is we enhance the accuracy of gilt and gypsum, and finally we have uploaded the feature like file management. And now come to the limitation. Ma'am, the limitations are, I know the this kind of system are already in the market, but we want to give a next slide voice based assistant to our system. And also we have to make it we are restricted to one programming language, but we have to make multi language. And for this we are connecting to industry person for the guidance. And we are in continuing connectivity, but some reason they are saying to wait to us. And next is voice based. It is almost done, and we are going to integrate to our project soon. Thank you for your time.
Uh, Dhanashree, it was a good presentation. One question I had is, can this system be used by a beginner?
Yes, ma'am. Our main motto is to main motto is to provide this system for beginner. So the user interface is very smooth to handle. There is no problem with user and interface, because we have three windows there: one for writing the code, another for output,
No,
another for chatbot.
beginner in the sense I'm saying about a layman who doesn't have any knowledge about programming.
Yes, ma'am. If you write hello word there simply, and you prompt to the chatbot like I want to make code of this hello word, so our bot is always there to help you. So bot will write the code, explain the syntax one by one according to the user.
Okay. And what is your experience with respect to the debugging of the code? What is the performance of your system?
Ma'am, so debugging, we design a 10 to 15 test case with some of our classmates, and most all the test case we passes from the system. The only problem we are struggling to uploading files. Large file is not supporting, and we are working on it and find. But for this, we are finding a sponsorship, and so we'll find it soon and integrate everything smoothly.
Okay. Thank
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, moving further with our presentations, the next paper to be presented is Digital Twins and Smart Supply Chains, Advancing Resilient and Intelligent Infrastructure Systems. The paper will be presented by Anandu Krishna AS.
Good afternoon, all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, give me a moment. I will share the screen.
Sure.
Is the screen visible?
No, so yeah, now it's visible.
Yeah. Is it visible, sir, now?
Yes, sir, it's visible. You may continue.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So myself Anandu Krishna is, and I'm a research scholar from Amrita School of Business. And today I'm going to present on the topic about digital twins and smart supply chains, advancing resilient and intelligent infrastructure systems, which is also co-authored by Dr. Shantanu Mandal and Dr. Raguraman. Due to some professional commitments, they were not able to attend this meeting. So on behalf of them, I will be presenting. So quickly, this is my presentation outline. So we will be starting with the abstract, then continue with introduction, literature review, methodology, analysis, discussion, implication, and conclusion. So starting with an abstract. So this study is basically a bibliometric analysis, which is done using 99 peer-reviewed articles from 2016 to 24 in the area of digital twin specifically in supply chain management. So highlighting the core themes of resilience, sustainability, interoperability, and AI-driven optimization. So quickly moving on to the introduction. So digital twin, as we know, it's a virtual replica of the physical product or a service or the infrastructural systems. So it's a disruptive technology which is transforming the supply chain management and challenging the traditional business models. And it also serves a virtual counterpart that empowers the resilience-driven decision making against all the disruptions. So the digital twins are crucial in today's disruptive business landscape, enabling the organization to quickly anticipate and respond to the challenges because the world is highly competitive and the supply chain is also very volatile. So when we are analyzing, going through the literatures, what we understood is that the scholarly articles in this area is fragmented, and it limits the standard practices and the broad adoption. So with this study, we use a robust bibliometric analysis to uncover the critical patterns, deficiencies in the future research opportunities. So following are the research questions. So first one is, what are the dominant research trends and core themes in digital twin application within SCM, and who are the leading contributors, institutions, and collaborative networks? And then what are the emerging technologies and methodologies integrated with the DT? And what are the major research gaps and prospective directions for the future of digital twin research in supply chain management? So, literature review, I will be, the entire study is based on the secondary data analysis. I will not be specifying much into this, and as we progress, we will go through the entire literatures that we have covered. So, as a gist, what we can say is that after analyzing this, what we got to know is that there are multiple digital twin frameworks exist, but there are no unified methodology that has been emerged. And the existing reviews also include this digital twin research, but fail to identify the significant research pathways and the future directions. So why bibliometric is we have done is bibliometrics, as we know, it is an analysis of the entire academic data, and we will get to know it's a quantitative analysis, and we will get to know exactly where we stand now and where we have to look into the future. So as a bibliometric analysis, it reveals the growing research interest in DT and application, including the major contributions from the leading institutions. So, quickly moving on to the research methodology. So it starts from the data source. We will be first giving this query to the Scopus. Here we have used the Scopus database, which has been widely used in the widely used when we are doing this bibliometric analysis. And the search. Then we are slowly moving into the search process. First, the number of records in the identification phase, number of records identified was 317. Then after that, it has been after the initial screening, which is a non-article document type was excluded, and 204 documents was excluded, and the number was cut short to 113, and the included documents records which are found which were there in the final stage of publication were 99. So we took that the entire data set has been uploaded into the this bibliometric software, and through that we have done the research procedure that we will be explaining one by one, and then analysis of the results. So coming to the analysis of bibliometric result, the first one is the descriptive. We have analyzed the descriptive analysis of the literature. From this, what we are able to understand is that it provides a point-to-point time of snapshot of the current stage of the digital twin research in the supply chain management. And we can see that after 2020, there is a steady rise in digital twin research output because of this disruptions, and COVID-19 is one of the reason for that. and 2022 to 2024 marks a significant growth especially in the supply chain management studies. So coming to the analysis of annual scientific output, it illustrates the links between the keywords, countries, and institutions. So we can see that the international collaboration highlights the interdisciplinary growth and its role towards in solving global challenges through sustainability, simulation, and machine learning. So the leftmost is the author keywords, and the counter country, and the universities are the list of universities are in the rightmost portion. So the third analysis that we have done is that leading journal articles. In the leading journal articles, we can see that with 759 citations, Ivanov and Dolgi is a digital supply chain twin for managing disruption risk and resilience in the era of Industry 4.0. And if you see the citations per year is also 151.80, which shows that this amount of research which is happening in this area. And definitely we can, with this we can say that the digital twin is an emerging technology. And coming to the leading analysis of these leading institutions, we can see that the Hong Kong Polytechnic University leads with 11 publications, pioneering with the AI integrated digital twin for the logistics optimization and robotic wave system or warehouse
Sorry
system.
to interrupt, sir. Just wanted to mention you have 2 minutes of time left. Conclude your presentation.
Yeah, fine. So, quickly moving on to the thematic analysis, we can see that in this, what it actually reveals is that the emerging trends like the blockchain and the extended reality will be the next wave of the high impact digital twin application for the resilient and smart supply chains. So, coming on to the discussion, and I will be combining discussion and implication. So it was identified is that current digital twin technology theories are very focused on this technology, and they are ignoring the strategic and operational economic dimensions. So there is a call for a holistic system-based theory for incorporating the decision making and resilience and predictive capabilities. So when we look into the implications for the policy, the most important thing is that we have to enable a cross-border collaboration through the incentives, research grants, and public-private partnerships. Then only this area will grow. And when we are talking about the implications for practice, we need to move beyond the pilot projects and to the real-world digital twin employments. So, in a nutshell, those who invest in data-driven and collaborative DT strategies today will shape up the future of the resilient and sustainable supply chains for the tomorrow. So, in the conclusion, what we can say in a nutshell for this entire study is that digital twin is no longer a futuristic tool. They are the backbone of the resilient and intelligent supply chain. To unlock the full potential of digital twin, we must move beyond the theory towards the actionable innovation, global collaboration, and real world impact in building resilient and sustainable supply chains. So these are my references, and thank you, and more than happy to take in suggestions and the questions.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
So this is a purely a theoretical study, is it?
Yes, ma'am. It's a secondary data analysis, ma'am, using the
Secondary data analysis.
Yeah, using the bibliosceny.
Okay. And have you published any paper?
No, ma'am.
This is my
no, ma'am. This is my first presentation on this data.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we'll be moving towards our next presentation. And the next presentation is on the paper Driver Drowsiness Detection System. Now this paper will be presented by Harsh Chaudhary. Do we have the author or any of the co-authors for this paper present in the meeting? Okay, there seems to be no response. We'll move further. The next paper to be presented is Pragmatic Augmentation in Aqua Status Prediction using Hybrid Learning Techniques and Optimization. And the paper will be presented by Audumbar Londe. The author of this paper or any of the co-authors, are they present in the
Yes,
meeting?
I'm there, sir. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to share my screen.
Sure.
Okay. Uh, Good evening to all. Uh, Respected judge or reviewer present over here and the team of the 10th International Conference ICT for Sustainable Development. I am Audumbar Londe here to present my topic on pragmatic augmentation in aqua status prediction using hybrid learning techniques and optimization. So my outline for the presentation is introduction, problem statement, review, literature review, point of summarization, and conclusion and references. So very important part, that is, as we know, the water is important for all forms of the life, and it is a critical resources, which is uh, just we can say that for the social and economical development, energy production, climate regulation, and adaptation. So it is necessary there should be some mechanism for monitoring the water quality. And we know that for the energy production and the economical development, the water is a very important aspects. And not only the water, but it is again the water without polluted water cannot be utilized for the uh, economic development. So efficient and cost effective system need to be monitored for the water quality. So water quality can be examined using chemical, biological, physical properties such as turbidity, carbon dioxide, temperature, pH level, design, dissolved oxygen, phosphorus. It should be maintained at optimal level, and some of the chemical parameters or physical parameters will uh, can be considered in a as an part of the pollutant in the water or contamination in the water, or some parts are maintained at optimal level that will make this water will be useful for the all forms of the lives, and it is a critical resources. So traditional water quality observed by taking the samples and examining them in the center. And due to that, there is a time quantum between taking the samples at the location where water is present and examining them where the test centers are present. There will be variation in the parameters as the time passes between these two. So rapid advancement in IoT have led to the smart water quality monitoring system. We know that the different sensors can be used in a IoT, which will sense the data and will send the data to the center, where we can continuously monitor the different parameters of the water, and based on that we can take the decisions. So the whatever the contamination or the pollution happens in the water will be just we can take the decisions very early. But again, the problem is that we sense the data, we continuously sense the data. There is a huge data generated by the sensors. So traditional centralized processing approach often struggle with the challenges such as scalability, latency, and computational efficiency in centralized route. So distributed deep learning enables the parallel data processing, facilitate a real-time analysis while reducing the computational burden. So optimizing the performance and accuracy remains a challenge. So our problem statement is that why we study this. This is an review paper that will systematically study all the papers and will propose one model. So this research aims to develop the optimization driven distributed deep learning framework to enhance the accuracy and efficiency of the aqua status prediction by integrating advanced optimization technique and incorporating the adaptive learning mechanism to enhance the ability to handle the noisy, incomplete, and imbalanced data. So we propose a novel approach for aqua status prediction in IoT by proposing optimization algorithm based on distributed deep learning. So these are the objectives that we need to go for. So to propose the design and optimization model. So this is the literature's review that we have did. We have segregated the papers in such a category that CNN based hybrid model, distributed hybrid model, transform based hybrid model, and RNN based hybrid model, where the all these models are used for the aqua quality predictions. So these are the some of the papers that I have selected here. Based on this, we are going to define the model. So CNN LSTM with the attention mechanism has been used, where the advantage is that it has the Templar learning with the attention focus, improves the interpretability and spatial Templar features. CNN GRU hybrid model, so spatial feature extraction and temporal sequencing model, faster training conversion in the LSTM. So the next hybrid deep learning model and wavelet AGCN and CNN LSTM model. So we have found out some advantages and the gap that we have found out in this. So some papers has included here to learn the optimization, how optimization is used. So GW optimization with LSTM, improved parameter tuning via meta-heuristic optimization, achieve the high prediction accuracy. Then VDM GEO, here variational decomposition model has been used. So it captures the frequency and best variation in VMD, better dynamic trend in the prediction. So almost 16 paper has been analyzed, and here we can summarize the challenges that we have seen in a distributed deep learning machine learning approach. Inadequate long-term prediction. So in approach 2 that we have seen optimized for the short-term or sudden event prediction, but failed for the long-term forecasting and highlighting the need for activity. Sensor and model limitation. There are some limitations in sensor, some limitations are in model. So lack of integration of advanced sensor capability and accurate hydraulic models, limiting the realism and reliability. Then data complexity and variability. So deep learning models such as suggested in 13 struggle with the complexity, noise, highly variable water quality data across the time, and high computational demand. As we know that the central processing for the huge data, it will have the high computational demand and poor interpretability. So lack of transparency, making hard for the domain expert to interpret the result. Sensitivity to noise and missing data. With this, we analyze the paper in the different models that we have seen with the CNN and GRU model, where the hybrid classification model can be used for the proposing the model. So whatever the recent advancement enabled the aqua quality prediction represents the powerful tool that will be realized with the strength of the neural network architectures. We can say that LSTM, RNN, convolution neural network with the gated recurrent unit, then optimization algorithms such as gray wolf algorithm, particle swan algorithm, sparrow search algorithm can be utilized. The combination will result with the integration of the IoT for the real-time monitoring. So here, as we have studied the mobile ad hoc network and managed with the CNN LSTM model for aqua quality prediction. So to propose the approach for improved communication efficiency and prediction accuracy. And based on this, we have found the challenges. At last, we can say that we combine the hybrid deep learning model that have effectively, we can come to the conclusion, effectively great changes to the prediction and optimization. The most promising model compared with the previous one have already shown the outperform the prediction with predicting the numerous aqua quality parameters. So here we have systematically studied with the paper that we have seen the parse ability is consistently as most used tool set, and the real-time data set is most commonly applied data set in those studies. Then furthermore, the accuracy is the most common performance metrics. So thus the above discussed complexity will be resolved through the development of the efficient distributed deep learning based approach to incorporate the advanced map reducer framework, which will be used as an distributed environment, which is vital for the conducting the precise water quality prediction. So these are the references that we have used. Thank you. This is all about from any question.
I had one question here. According to you, which is the best, one or two best papers amongst this?
Which is the best paper amongst this?
Yeah, to design the model that you want.
Actually, madam, we have taken some part from the paper where we have seen the LSTM, CNN LSTM
Can you
combination.
show the paper? Can you display the paper?
Paper?
Yeah, you have made a review of 16 papers, right?
Yes.
So which among them is one or two best papers, which will give you the roadmap for further research?
Not only on one or two papers we can discuss here, but we have taken the review of that 16, 17 papers. And based on that, we have made the conclusion that whatever we are moving towards the distributed environment rather than having the central processing unit.
Okay. You cannot identify the best or maybe best two or three papers, which will be the roadmap for you.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Have decided to have the distributed environment and the tool set that to be used. I have not gone for the best paper from this among this.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we'll be proceeding towards our next presentation. And the next paper to be presented is Tech, leveraging AI and 3D Gaussian splatting for immersive historical simulations. And the paper will be presented by Pratham Jain.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, I'm Ashish Jha, and I'll be presenting on the behalf of Pratham Jain. He is my team member. So,
Sure, sir.
just a minute, I'll present my screen.
So are you facing any technical issues?
Yes, I was, but I think my screen is visible right now.
Yeah, right now it's visible. You may proceed.
Okay. So, hello everyone. So the title of our project is Tech, leveraging AI 3D Gaussian splatting for immersive historical simulations. Let's just proceed with the problem statement and the context of the case. So, all right. Just a minute. I'm facing some technical issue. I'm not able to see my screen over here. Yeah. Okay. Is it visible? Hello. Hello. Is it visible? I was having some technical issue. Can anybody confirm?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. I'll proceed. So the problem statement is basically a scalable and immersive solution for 3D visualization, web-based. Traditional web-based 3D systems struggle with the high computational demands on the client side, limited accessibility across platforms, inconsistent rendering quality, and bandwidth issues. So, what our objective was is basically build a low latency streaming architecture such that an efficient client-server communication protocol that will balance the rendering quality with responsiveness. And let me just show you what we have actually built over here. So, long story short, what we'll be doing is basically in order to have the historical figures, in order to have the historical architecture and monuments, we'll visualize it 3D for the web-based applications. But instead of doing it traditionally, like the client side or all the performance, but instead we'll do it a client server. How will we doing it? We'll be discussing it. This thing called pixel streaming. Let's just take a look over our user case diagram. So they'll be able to explore all the historical environments using this pixel streaming, which we have decided to host using cloud-based services. It could be AWS, and in the prototype, we have actually implemented it using AWS. Not only that, when you'll be interacting with these 3D simulation, you'll be uh, guided by the virtual character. We'll call it a virtual guide, and with context given about places. let's say you went to visit Taj Mahal, so you'll ask him when it was built. It was a very traditional question, but you may also ask him are these pillars, what are they made up to. So this virtual tour guide will act as your real tour guide, which can through any questions and will be able to answer you with aware of context. Uh, we'll have actually did it basically with meta human integration clothing design, and these interactions were guided by the context was set, and we have you fine tuned the Mistral 7B model for LLM. All right, moving ahead. There's something called 3D Gaussian splatting. I'll let try to show you this video. What we actually do over here is basically we upload 2D images of uh, anything stuff, and it basically gives us a 3D render video of it or simulation. How we do that is basically 3D Gaussian splatting. It is a technique which is collection of Gaussian distribution, which is defined by mean. That is, it takes the position of the 3D space, followed by a covariance, which shape and orientation of the Gaussian, and the attributes like which is useful for the color and opacity. The Gaussians are splatted onto 2D image plane to render scene, and the image each Gaussian contributes to the pixel values based on its position, shape, and properties. The process is parallelizable. That means we can use the GPU cores, and for our systems, for which we have limited GPUs, we did using this. This technique is basically recent. It have been I think 2 to 3 years only, which it came into the exploration and people start developing using this technique. Earlier, they used to do with neural radiance, which is a neural network thing for splatting 2D images. Let's jump to the result and discussion. It's basically our results show
Excuse me, sir.
rendering that
Sorry
is
to interrupt. Just wanted to mention you have 2 minutes of time left to conclude your presentation.
3D Gaussian splatting was speed and efficiently for scalable applications. Concluding the part, so to wrap up, it has it splatting outcome of traditional methods for web-based heritage experience. It is combined with our AI characters, avatars, and cloud streaming. It's a new standard for educational tools. You can use it either for educational tools or tool for tourism, or either to just uh, develop a web-based application of your college website, adding these tools of a 3D virtual tool of a college or anything, stuff like that. So yeah, that's all from my side, and I'll be happy to take any questions.
What are your future plans regarding this system?
Currently, the pixel streaming, it's not high resolution like 4K or 8K because of limited uh, access to the cloud-based systems because it is paid. So our future plans would be the pixel streaming which we do actually. This should be very clear, and to be implemented with the web-based application, we need a high dimension simulation. So yeah, I mean, improvising it for the cloud-based applications.
Okay, and what is the feasibility of implementing this system in any institution? What will be the
Uh,
requirements?
the requirement will be just the charges for your cloud services because it is busy, pixel streaming use. Let's say we have for the simulation part or the prototyping part, we have actually built it using EC2 services and Amazon type. So we had few credits with us, so that worked for the prototype. But if a institute required to build it for them, they require to incur this cloud services charges.
That's all.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we'll be moving towards our next presentation. And the next paper to be presented is Unveiling Hidden Messages in an Image using Cryptography and Steganography. And the paper will be presented by A. Harshavardhan. Do we have the author or any of the co-authors for this paper present in the meeting? Seems not. I'll give a final call for the other paper, driver drowsiness detection system, which will be presented by Harsh Chaudhary. Do we have the author or any of the co-authors for this paper present in the meeting? So as there's been no response, this concludes our session 12C. And before we go, I sincerely thank our authors for the excellent presentation and contribution in this session and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you for the support during this 10th version and all the previous 9 versions of the conference. We will be happy to have you in the 11th version in 2026. All the presenters would be getting the digital certificates through email within 2 working days. Further, all the papers have already been forwarded to the Springer. The publication will be live within 7 to 8 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of ICT4SD 2025.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
My presentation is remaining to
Ma'am, can you please let me know your paper ID?
paper ID 290.
Okay, just give me a minute here. Your paper ID is 290, right?
Yes, sir.
Just give me 2 minutes here. I'm contacting with my higher ups
Okay, sir.
because I'm not able to see your name in this particular 12C session. Let me see if you have in some other session. Ma'am, can you just ping me the title of your paper in the chat box?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Dr. Vinaya, we have one of our participants from this session itself who have joined right now. So is it okay if we proceed with the paper?
Yes, it's okay.
Sure. So let me just share the screen. Till then, Snail ma'am, we are trying to sort out if any technical issue has been there from our side. I'll get back to you in the chat box.
Okay, sir. Hmm.
Sure. Just give us some time here. The next paper to be presented here is driver drowsiness detection system, which would be presented by Jalak Bansal on behalf of Harsh Chaudhary.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you for having me. Let me share the screen.
Sure.
Sir, is my screen visible? Is it
Yes,
sharing?
ma'am. Your screen is visible. You may proceed.
Okay, thank you. So my name is Jalak Bansal, and today I will be presenting our project on the title Driver Drowsiness Detection System, developed as a part of our final year project. Okay, we know that drowsiness while driving is a critical issue that contributes to nearly 1 million fatalities globally every year, as per WHO. To address this, we developed a real time monitoring system using OpenCV, Python, and machine learning. It tracks eye movements using facial landmarks and calculates the EAR, eye aspect ratio. When prolonged eye closure is detected, an alarm is triggered and an automated alert with the vehicle's real-time GPS location is sent via email and SMS to the emergency contact. Our system is designed to enhance drivers' alertness and reduce fatigue-induced accidents. It is especially beneficial for long-distance travelers, commercial drivers, and night shift employees. We use computer vision and AI to ensure fast and accurate detection. Okay, so in our solution approach, it tells about how it works. We have enabled, like we need an enabled webcam that captures real-time video frames. We are using D library that detects facial landmarks, and we compute EAR eye aspect ratio. And if it falls below a threshold for multiple frames, we detect drowsiness. An alarm sound to wake the driver. If the situation persists, the system sends an email or SMS alert with the vehicle's location. Like past researchers suggest there are like many types of detection types. Like we have some psychological in like related to heart rate and like in psychological and behavior like eye tracking and blink detection, and sometimes vehicle based like steering pattern or lane direction. So there were certain challenges as well, like balancing accuracy. We need some positive result, like sometimes there were false reports. And if for the future direction, we focus on hybrid systems, advanced technologies, like you can also use some wearable technologies in the coming future. And like while we are researching in this project, we find there are certain gaps like real-time lag due to processing speed, differences in individual facial features, lighting condition, or sunglasses interference with the detection. Okay, so in our proposed methodology, our system architecture starts with loading dependencies and a trained ML model. We can use OpenCV to process live video. Each frame is converted to grayscale. A facial landmarks are extracted using D library. The 68-point model helps to focus on the eyes, from which we can calculate EAR for drowsiness detection. In controlled environments, the system performs well. However, performance can drop due to certain factors that are like low lighting, sometimes if a driver is wearing glasses, or if there is a different face types. So these factors emphasize the need of adapted model and better real world testing. So what can we do is, although our project is working well, but we can improve it in the future by some another good technologies and by more training set, by training by more data set using training. Okay, in our comparative analysis, like we have seen, we can categorize it into different forms like vision based methods that are non-intrusive, related to light sensitivity. There are some sensor based methods that are more accurate but less user friendly. And at the last, like we have, there are some hybrid approaches that combine both uh, and that combine both technologies and offer the most promise for future development. In the conclusion, I like to tell that our system has shown that the EAR based drowsiness detection can help prevent fatigue related accidents. Future improvements include like integrated psychological sensors like heart rate, using AI to adapt to different users and environment, creating a layer larger, more diverse datasets for better training. And these are our references which we have used through learning and via research. Okay, and in our use case, I like to tell you that it's about like how, in which direction our project works, like how it monitors, like as the driver starts driving, our system is activated. It continuously monitors the driver, its facial landmarks, its eye movement. When it feels that the person is sleeping, like the eye, if an eye is closed for less than 2 seconds or like more than 2 seconds, so it initiates an alarm. And if this activity is repeatedly occurring, like for more than 3 or 4 times, so then it initializes an SMS or email to the saved contact. And after that, we have certain dependencies and showstoppers. Like our system relies on the software. Like for software, we have Python, OpenCV, D library. And for the hardware, we have camera, internet, GPS. And human resources with Python, ML expertise, possible risks, or showstopper includes critical software bugs, loss of key team members, funding shortfalls, and regulatory barriers. That's all, and this is our base paper. Our model is based on a study published in IEEE document, which provide us initial framework and guided us. And these are all our teammates, like team leader Harsh Chaudhary, then Jhalak Bansal, me, and my other two teammates, Janvi Jain and Sukti Jain. Thank you so much.
I have one question here, Harsh.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I'm
Um,
Jhalak.
what is Jalak? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What is EARI aspect ratio?
Ma'am, it's a ratio that is based that checks our eye ratio. Means it uses a particular formula need to calculate the eye movement. If like it measures the eye like if we have a human eye, it compares and it marks its parameters, and using a particular formula it derives like if eye is closed or not, and how much it is open and how much it is closed, using a threshold value.
Okay. So you're using some algorithm for that?
Ma'am, yes, like it's the AR is totally focused on that particular formula, and we have used certain libraries as well, like D library for the facial landmarks, OpenCV.
Have you tested this in a real world, your system?
Uh, Ma'am, actually, we have programmed it, we have coded it in our laptops. So, like we while using the laptop's only camera, it can detect properly.
No, on a real driver, have you tested this
No,
system?
ma'am, no. Like it has not been tested on the real driver, but on the primarily basis, like if me or my friend,
Yeah.
my teammates have also used this. Like when we are sitting in front of the camera, and like when we close our eye, it shows the alarm. The alarm beeps up, and if this activity is continuously occurring like 3 to 4 times, then it sends the location. Ki this is a
Okay,
location.
but then in this condition is a stationary condition, no? The
Yes, ma'am. Although
environment,
like
whereas
yeah,
the
it is not dynamic. It,
but
it needs.
why have
Yes.
you not tried on an actual driver?
Ma'am, actually, it's the way. Although, na, ma'am, this idea was initially there, it was developed. So I really think that we could do much more to this idea. Like there was only alarms. So I think we all have come with an idea. Why not we add a email factor, like SMS factor? Like I have seen that there are many people, they are like such as road drivers. They are the mostly accident occurs are the at night of the
Yeah,
truck drivers.
exactly. What I'm saying is, it is if it is already developed, it can very well be tested on the real driver, no?
Ma'am, but for that now we need a specially equipped webcam. Like when we have
Okay.
coded it in our laptop, so we can using all the laptop
Okay.
specifications. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that
Yes.
system you have not developed that.
No, not yet.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Thank you.
But ma'am, okay, thank you, ma'am. But ma'am, it can be very, very used in future.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it can be used by anyone, especially people who drive to their workplace.
Yes,
And it's very likely they face a problem while driving. You
yes,
doze
ma'am.
off or you feel sleepy. So
And ma'am, it
it's
is a
a
very huge
very good
problem, like for the
system. Yeah,
night
yeah.
drivers, at truck
Yes.
drivers at night. And
So I wish you all the best, and you have to see that it actually the product comes into the market.
yes, ma'am, sure, definitely.
Yeah, I wish
Thank
you
you
all
so
the
much,
best for
ma'am.
that. Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
ma'am. Thank you.
So thank you, ma'am. Uh, so we have one last presentation in this session, and the presentation is for a GAN approach for energy consumption forecasting in built environment, which will be presented by Snehal Salve.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You may please share your screen and start the presentation.
Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. The screen is visible. You may begin.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Snehal Save. I am MTech student and I am from Pune, Maharashtra. It is a great honor to be here and have opportunity to present my research in GAN approach for energy consumption forecasting. My research interest lies at the sustainable development goals with the focuses on applying deep learning or machine learning approach. Uh, so moving forward, Now going to forward to my I'm going to my present my PPT. So this is basic structure of my PPT. There are some contents. First one is introduction. So we know the energy is the backbone of modern industry. In today's world, due to the climate changes and urbanization are mm, growing, energy efficiency in building become more important. For sustainable planning, accurate forecasting of energy consumption is it is essential for management the cost and buildings. We used GAN adversarial network, which is we know known as GAN, because it is a machine learning model, and in traditional model forecasting models, we often struggle with highly dynamic and non-linear nature of energy. By using GAN, we aim to enhance better prediction performance, which helps for real world problem and utilize the contribute to smarter and greater urban infrastructures. Now, our aim is to analyze and predict how electricity is used uh, to so we can help building and cities to use energy more efficiently. Okay, next is my objectives. Objectives of my paper is to study historical electrical consumption. For writing this paper, I have to study prediction model. I look at past electricity usage in buildings to understand how it has changed over the time. We have to identify factors which is affecting energy usage, such as time of day, weather, different types of seasons, etc. Now, next objective is to apply machine learning or deep learning model, which is I used GAN for accurate forecasting to provide insights that support smarter energy management and sustainability. Okay, these are my literature surveys. For this paper, I have reviewed some other take reference from other papers which have uh, give me some knowledge of GAN architecture or what is GAN. Okay, this is my proposed system. Here we can clearly see there are two models. First one is generator and second one is discriminator. So in generator have to make fake image, or we can say duplicate image or duplicate data, and generator have to be create accurate or strong data which cannot be determined by discriminator. Here generator takes noise data uh, and work on it and create fake image or fake data. And discriminator, in discriminator it is classifier model. In this, it can take the that fake data or duplicate data from generator and distinguish between the real image, real data or fake data. After that, it gives us two outputs. Either it gives us discriminator loss or generator loss. In discriminator loss, uh, we can say if discriminator is not successfully detect which is fake data or which is real data, it can be a discriminator's loss. And if it is successful to detect generator's image, then it is not successfully detects generator's image, then it is generator's loss. Okay, here we can see architecture of GAN. Okay, this is our proposed system architecture. So here it uses in generator, it uses historical energy used like weather, calendar data, information, and try to predict future energy usages. And it gives us output means fake or duplicate prediction. Like simply it gives us some guess what will be how much energy will be used uh, in future. Okay. In discriminator, real data is there, and discriminator acts like a
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. Just wanted to mention you have 2 minutes of time left to conclude your presentation.
yes, sir. It tries to detect fake or real image. It helps us to improve the generator by pointing the uh, data or predictions. Okay. Next, I used these algorithms, which is generative adversarial network, support vector machines, and k-nearest neighbors, gradient boosting, and data set from I use source from kaggle.com, and I take data set of smart um, meters in London, and for that I use parameters like timestamp, electricity consumption, weather, daily daily usage of data sets, etc. Okay, these are my results and discussion. I'm just working on it. Here we can see there is blue lines, which is actual energy consumption, and there are some yellow lines, which is shows ensemble prediction. Okay. Here is conclusion. So this system suggests using GAN model for prediction, and use some other powerful methods to predict usage in large commercial buildings, and improve accuracy and performance by advancing technology. These are some references. Thank you.
Hello, Snehal.
Yes, hello.
Can you tell me what are the difficulties faced while working on this project?
I'm using some different types of algorithms or models. Then I have to try and test every model one by one. There is some models are working good for this structure, or some are not. Only this part is a little bit difficult for me, and I'm just working on it. It is my review paper, so I'm yes.
There was one more paper on this similar topic. It's sustainable energy tracking. You were present for that?
Sorry, ma'am.
There was one more paper on this similar topic.
Okay.
AI-powered sustainable energy tracking.
No, ma'am. No.
You were not present for that.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, this marks the end of the session 12C, and I'll just read out the closing remarks once again. So, yeah, I sincerely thank our authors for their excellent presentations and contribution in this session and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough and we on behalf of the whole team thank you for the support during this 10th version and all the previous 9 versions of the conference. We will be happy to have you in the 11th version in 2026. All the presenters would be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days and further all the papers have already been forwarded to the Springer. The publication will be live within 7 to 8 months. We kindly request you to cooperate with the team of ICT4SD 2025. Lastly, we sincerely thank our session chair, Dr. Vinayagat, for chairing the session. A token of appreciation to the chair on behalf of Team ICT4SD 2025 and Global Knowledge Research Foundation and partners. Ma'am, we sincerely thank you for your valuable presence.
Thank you, Adesh, and Mr. Parth also. And I also thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. It was a very good learning opportunity for me also, and I'm sure all the participants, it's not only their own paper, they should also be present for the other papers also, and so that they get more and more knowledge and understand what exactly is going on in the different fields in the research going on or the projects that other people also are working on. So that is also very important, I will say, for all the participants because I see there are very few participants. They are not there for the full session. So it
Yes.
shouldn't be just you present and go. It should be all should remain and try to see what others also are doing. So thank you one and all.
Yes. Thank you once again, ma'am. Now I kindly request you all to switch on the camera for a quick snapshot of the virtual conference. All the authors and co-authors, please turn on your cameras. Okay, thank you all. Stay safe and take care.
Thank you.